Jai Shri Mataji. Let's welcome the new day collectively with a heart full of joy. And let's collectively do a heartfelt namaskar to our mother. Let's collectively from the whole world bow to the lotus feet of the Devi as one and feel in our heart her love and satisfaction that all her children are gathered together from the whole world, bowing at her lotus feet, surrendering completely to her, trusting her with all their love and faith. Namaskar Kundalini.
This time we are not talking about Adishakti, about Kundalini, or about Saraswati, Mahalakshmi. We are talking about the Mahakali. That's the goddess which is the first one, which comes first and establishes Sri Ganesha. In the form of Gauri. She is the complete form of Mahasaraswati and Mahalakshmi. Out of her only these energies emit. So she is the one who is the power of desire of God. Within us also, she creates desires. These desires within us start emitting outside, and we develop a kind of a reaction to all our desires. The first and foremost desire, as you know very much, the most primitive, is to feed yourself. And this is given to us by the goddess. She gives us the desire to feed ourselves. Now, if we don't feed ourselves, then we cannot survive. We have to have food. It is very important that we should feed ourselves sufficiently enough to exist on this earth. And also we have seen that when this kind of desire grows very much more than normal, then you become slaves of this desire. And any amount of food cannot satisfy you. All the time you think of nothing else but food. I have told you many a times that the French are very particular as to what they should eat. You see, they take at least 45 minutes on a dinner table to decide what they will eat. Ultimately, it's just the same. I mean, I don't understand. How can you need 45 minutes to decide what you want to eat? But this desire starts acting through your ego. So it satisfies you. And also those people who are manufacturing food or who are supplying food in hotels and all that know how to satisfy your desires. So they bring it in a way, show it round and then place it before you so that you approve of it, and when you approve of it, then they serve. They know how to befool you, and you feel quite happy. Oh, it's very good. Even the wine is given for testing first of all, and whether you like it or not, you have to say it's very good, and you better show that you like it. So this desire gets completely controlled by your ego. And when it becomes a kind of a collective desire and a collective ego expression, then we become like gluttons. You see, I would say sophisticated. They are sophisticated, but we are gluttons. Now with that, other things also people want to have, like proper sort of a table lying and linen, this, that. Of course, if ego is not there, then people would like to see, to please others by feeding them. This desire reacts. And then the new desire comes in through the blessings of the Mahakali, that you like to see others eating the food. You enjoy when others eat the food cooked by you, served by you, given by you. Just want to watch. That gives you satisfaction. But food, to any extent you may go, you will never be satisfied. Today you'll ask for this, tomorrow for that, this, that. Now in the Western life today, it has become very important to ask the child every day, what will you have? In olden days, if food was cooked for all the family, everybody would eat the same food. But now you must ask the child, what will you have? Then the child has to say, I will have this. Now supposing you don't have that in the fridge, you are finished. Early in the morning, there will be no shop open, nothing. How will you please that boy in his ego because he wants a particular thing? So gradually we build up even the ego of our children. We have to say, this is cooked, this is nice, and you eat this. It's the duty of parents not to allow children to grow their ego by what they want. You should know what they have to have. Then it starts growing and growing and growing till they become quite grown up but very primitive. So actually the blessings of the Devi on this point is that she gives you a desire that you should serve others. Also you then get concerned about people who are starving. Want to find out why they are starving. The another extreme of this could be that some people think we should not eat so much, a kind of a sacrificing nonsense. Whatever one has to eat, one should eat. Then they say, why should we eat so much, mother? After all, there are people who are starving. By your eating less or more, you cannot save those who are starving, can you? So there's no wisdom in this kind of austerity. And when the people enter into this kind of austerity, then they have sufferings and troubles. And such people become extremely, I should say, ascetic and hot-tempered, and you should never go near a person who is of that kind without a bar spoon. God knows when he'll jump on you. So a person who is hungry is as bad as a person who is overfed. I think hungry is worse. Now if you look at yourself, the second desire that comes to you is that everyone should love you. This comes because that makes you a good person. You know that everybody likes goodness. So people try to be good to others, nice to others, say 100 times thank you, do all kinds of things to please others. By pleasing others, they think others will like us very much. But then it develops again out of bounds. And then all the time you try to please others so that you become absolutely slavish. You become so artificial that people can make out that it's nothing natural in this gentleman, he's just trying to please us. Now with that, the pleasing behind is some sort of an advantage out of it. If you please another one with a detached mind, not expecting anything that should be done for you or that could be achieved through that pleasing, is very pure pleasing and is very good. That makes you really righteous and good. But supposing you try to please others only just to take advantage of that person, then you develop hypocrisy. Hypocrisy of the worst type. And you get lost. People mock at you, laugh at you, they are never pleased. They know that you are a hypocrite and you are doing it for some sort of an advantage or an exploitation. You are not doing it because you want to be good, really, to be nice. A person who is good automatically pleases others, but he doesn't try to please. His nature is such, his temperament is such that he just pleases people. This, when taken over again by Mr. Ego, then really you can't beat it. Then they become diplomats, it could be politicians, all these doomed classes they become. And they cannot get out of it. They get so much used to it that they cannot get out of it. Now what does the Devi do? She brings the truth before them. She shows that what you have been doing for a particular exploitation doesn't work out. Up to a point it does. She exposes them. The exposure starts, and with that exposure, they are surprised, how am I exposed? How am I caught? How people know? This is the job of the power of Mahakali. She exposes all that is wrong, all that is falsehood, that is untruth, she exposes. Then the third desire people have is to possess material things, from which materialism has come. But there's no end to it. End can never come because they have no satisfaction in getting one thing. Supposing today I want to have this carpet, all right, I'll get this one, then I want to have another one. I want to have another one. Then I want to have a car, and then I want to have a helicopter, then an aeroplane. I don't know what I want to have then. So it goes on and on and on and on until you reach a time where people start thinking, what's the matter with him? And you cannot enjoy anything that you get. This is also a human failing, and this human failing creates economics. You know that. Economics is created because wants in general are not satiable. They are not satiable. So what happens? We go on from jumping from one to another, to another, to another and another. So then you become slaves of entrepreneurs. So much so that you lose your individuality completely. For example, an entrepreneur produces a funny kind of a dress one year. So everybody wants to wear the same. Without thinking if it is necessary or not. Then he brings in another form. Next year, everything is given up by the another. Third year, another one. So, pile of all these clothes are there. And nicely the manufacturer has become a great man of designs. He's very good designs, how to befool human beings. He's become a rich man and you have become poor with all these kind of clothes which has no meaning for you anymore. About the same thing about everything, something is fashionable. That means you have no individuality. We talk of individuality, but we want to do things which everybody is doing. I mean, you know that all kinds of absurd things people have done in the name of fashion. And especially people who are not traditionally bound, who have had no traditions like Americans, I would say. They go on changing after every 6 months. Every year you go, you find a new type of people there, new type of clothes. It's very surprising how they change so fast without even thinking whether this will suit me or not. Somebody says wear tight clothes, they'll go with tight clothes. Then they develop varicose veins, so they wear with the holes. Then they develop some other problem, then they wear another kind. Nobody wants to think, why should I change my dress? Like say in India, we wear saris, finished. Nothing doing. No problem with the tailor, nothing doing, whatever sari we like we'll buy. And a sari came called as mini sari in India, which was up to here, maybe, I don't know, not 6 inches, but at least up to the knee. It came for about, I think, 8-7 days in Bombay and went back. People said, get lost, we don't want it. So this headache of all the time getting into a fashion like herds without any sense in the head has to be understood properly. Why people do it? Because they have no brains, they are brainless people. They are not intelligent to see that we are befooled every year. But for surgeons, the Mahakali power works. And she teaches them, all right, this dress suits you, have this one. And is the best for you. Once for all, your lifelong problem is solved. With this kind of blouse, I started wearing from the very beginning, perhaps. And I've been wearing it, and now I find everybody wears the same stuff. Why to waste your energy in changing every day this blouse, starting from here to here to here, then going back again like this? It's such a waste of energy, such a waste of cloth. And we make ourselves so cheap running with this race of reducing the sleeves, reducing this, reducing that, or increasing. Is all a desire to impress people that we are very up to date. Who wants to know? Who wants to find out that you are up to date or not? And we have no courage to keep to our own dress that we have purchased. Why to waste so much money? We never even think. Go on changing, for nothing at all. So this desire is there to impress others with our outside things. So many things like dress there are which we try to impress. Now, hairstyle. I read an article, they said that these hairstyles are responsible for many divorces. I was wondering, how can it be hairstyles be responsible for divorces? Because they had made a survey. A man had liked a hairstyle of his fiancée, and then she changed her hairstyle, he divorced her. And the other way now. And it is so cheap way of disposing of such a deep relationship of husband and wife. Now certain facts start. I also saw one documentary about a lady who said that it was in one of the advertisements, something sort of a thing appeared that your leg should be of this shape and what you should do. So poor thing spent so much time, energy, ran up and down to make the legs. I mean, what is the importance of these legs except for walking? So she went to make the shape like that. She used to measure, it would be always something missing here or there. Then many people joined. They had a class for it. And a group joined to make legs like that. And ultimately they found out that that leg was made out of wood. And they spent so much money, so much energy to make legs like that. For what? You run like this, they start running. They say jump like this, they start jumping. Oh, why? Have we got
Sahaja, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Once again, let's collectively do Namaskar collectively and start the work to worship the Lord Ganesh. Collective heart and attention directed to the Lord Ganesh. Let's feel the love and the connection to Him. Shri Ganesh mantra 4 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Right hand on the floor. Full attention above Sahasrara.
नाम ॐ श्री सुमुखाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री एकदन्ताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री कपिलाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री गजकर्णाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री लम्बोदराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री विकटाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री विघ्ननाशकाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री गणाधिपाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री धूम्रकेतवे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री गणाध्यक्षाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री भालचन्द्राय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री गजाननाय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री गणेश के 12 नाम। ॐ श्री सुमुखाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री एकदन्ताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री कपिलाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री गजकर्णाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री लम्बोदराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री विकटाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री विघ्ननाशकाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री गणाधिपाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री धूम्रकेतवे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री गणाध्यक्षाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री भालचन्द्राय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री गजाननाय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो श्री गणेश के 12 नाम। ओम श्री सुमुखाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री एकदंताय नमो नमः। ओम श्री कपिलाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गजकर्णाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री लंबोदराय नमो नमः। ओम श्री विकटाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री विघ्ननाशकाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गणाधिपाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री धूम्रकेतवे नमो नमः। ओम श्री गणाध्यक्षाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री भालचंद्राय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गजाननाय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री गणेश के 12 नाम। ओम श्री सुमुखाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री एकदंताय नमो नमः। ओम श्री कपिलाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गजकर्णाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री लंबोदराय नमो नमः। ओम श्री विकटाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री विघ्ननाशकाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गणाधिपाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री धूम्रकेतवे नमो नमः। ओम श्री गणाध्यक्षाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री भालचंद्राय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गजाननाय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
We continue keeping the right hand on the floor, full attention in Sahasrara collectively, and we let Mother Earth absorb all the impurity in our collective individual Muladhara and in the Muladhara of all humanity. Our attention must be collective and very high above Sahasrara. Shri Mahakali Bhairava. We have the right hand on the floor collectively, and all the focus is on the left side collectively, on the whole left side of the Virat that we are. From the right side of the brain to the Swadhisthana, left Swadhisthana, we focus on the left side. Shri Mahakali Bhairava. From the heart collectively. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let collectively express the pure desire that the collective left side of the Virat and of all humanity is completely purified, balanced, that all the negativities of the left side, all the viruses of the sickness, of the pathology are absorbed by Mother Earth, and that Shri Bhairab himself cleans permanently and continuously the left side of all humanity, of all the yogis.
श्री भैरवनाथ के 21 नाम। ओम श्री महाभैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री बटुक भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री सिद्ध भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री कंकाल भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री काल भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री कालाग्नि भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री योग भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री शक्ति भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री आनंद भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री मार्तंड भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गौर भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री बाल भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री बटु भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री श्मशान भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री पुर भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री तरुण भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री परमानंद भैरवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री सुरानंद भैरवाय नमो नमः। ज्ञानानन्दभैरवाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री उत्तमानन्दभैरवाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री अमृतानन्दभैरवाय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Now, both hands on the lap. Both hands on the lap. Attention above Sahasrara on the Devi. The Devi has her Mahakali form, her complete Mahakali form. We need to have a very, very focused attention on the Devi. Only one focus, complete attention on the Devi.
बाधानाशक मंत्र। शत्रुमर्दिनी। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् शत्रुमर्दिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री अंबिका देवी। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अंबिका देवी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। मधुसूदन। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् मधुसूदन साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। तारकासुरसंहन्त्री। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् तारकासुरसंहन्त्री साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। निशुम्भ शुम्भ संहन्त्री। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् निशुम्भ शुम्भ संहन्त्री साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री दुर्गा माता जगदम्बा। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री दुर्गा माता जगदम्बा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री रक्षाकरी। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री रक्षाकरी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। राक्षसग्नि। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् राक्षसग्नि साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री चामुण्डा। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चामुण्डा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। मधुकैटभहन्त्री। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् मधुकैटभहन्त्री साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। नरकान्तक। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् नरकान्तक साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री शिवशक्तिपुत्र कार्तिकेय। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शिवशक्तिपुत्र कार्तिकेय साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री कार्तिकेय। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कार्तिकेय साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। सर्वासुरमर्दिनी। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् सर्वासुरमर्दिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। सर्वबाधा विनाशिनी। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् सर्वबाधा विनाशिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। सर्व असत्य गुरुमर्दिनी ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् सर्व असत्य गुरुमर्दिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। सर्वभयहारिणी रुद्ररूपा ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् सर्वभयहारिणी रुद्ररूपा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Complete focus on Shri Mahakali above Sahasrara. Complete surrender collectively with a strong and powerful attention. Let's collectively do an extra effort to push our attention higher, to focus more on Shri Mahakali in her complete form above Sahasrara, very high above Sahasrara, in the kingdom of heavens, where she expressed all her powers. Let's feel her glory, complete glory, all powerful. And the more we focus on her, the more cleansed we feel, the more empowered we feel, the more secure we feel. collective Namaskar and Kundalini while thanking the Devi, and we can do a few minute meditation afterward.
Sahaja